Good morning and welcome to another coffee talk. Well, in my instance, this is tea. Welcome. Thank you for joining me this morning. Today, I wanted to touch a little bit on the concept of integrity. Most of us are familiar with the definition of integrity as do the right thing even when nobody's listening, or do what you say and say what you mean, like the congruency factor. So most of us understand that concept. But the question is, why even have a conversation about integrity? What's so important about it? Why do we stress the concept of integrity? Why do we stress this? As a matter of fact, it's a common thread. In Omega 1, we introduce it, and that is an underlying current that goes through all of our programs at Omega. So why? Why do we talk about integrity? When we think about integrity, doing the right thing actually doesn't come naturally to us, especially when it's easier and more convenient to do the wrong thing. And I can come up with a number of examples. I'm not going to, but you know what I mean. If it's easier and faster and quicker, I'm just going to let it slide. And we've become a society that is accustomed to doing that. As a matter of fact, in today's world, when we think about somebody and we talk about the concept of integrity in the classroom, we'll talk about this. Often we are seen as prudish and narrow-minded, and we have no flexibility. That's how society is seeing the concept of integrity, when integrity really is about character. People of character do the right thing regardless of the situation or the outcome. Character means you can't be bought. Integrity, you cannot be bought. When you're an individual who has integrity, you're going to do the right thing. Dr. Dale Bonner said that integrity, which is connected to honesty, is not something that you do, it's what you are. And that's what integrity is. It's a character, an aspect of our character. So since it's not a given factor, it doesn't come easily, that means it requires self-discipline. It requires inner trust and a decision to be honest in all situations. And we know this is difficult at times, especially when it can be easier to do the wrong thing. And just this once, I'll let it slide. Anybody who's ever been on a diet, you understand that. Everyone's sitting at the table and there's a piece of pie, and oh, I'll just have a little piece. And then you have a little bit more, and before you know it, the pie is gone. Or maybe just the piece, but you know what I'm talking about. Those of us who say, oh, I'm going to go to the gym. I know you've heard me use this illustration before. The gym is filled in January and February, filled from all the people who got memberships for Christmas. And then come April, May, it's barely one fraction of the people there, because integrity. I don't have to go there. I don't want to go today. The snooze alarm is another good thing about integrity. I'm going to get up at 5, snooze. These are all simple little things. Now, I know you could be saying, oh, well, I get it. But when we talk about integrity, it means in all situations to have that character. When I think about integrity, integrity connects us to trust. And trust is one of our core values that we talk about. Love, trust, truth, and giving. Trust is imperative. As a matter of fact, I think it's one of the most single important factors in our lives, trust. Trust with our partners, with our children, our family members, our coworkers, our neighborhood, our neighbors. We have trust. When you're driving your car, we trust that everybody else will be driving accordingly and driving in their lanes and being safe. When we're shopping, we trust that everybody in the grocery store is there to purchase food and no one's going to bring in a weapon and blow us all away. We trust that the food that we're buying is healthy for us and good, and it is what it says it is on the package. All of that involves trust. When we don't have trust, everything starts to fall apart. Everything begins to fall apart. Without trust, love will never flourish. You could say, I love you, but if there's no trust, it will never deepen. It will be a surface love. Without trust, relationships will begin to wither. If you can't trust the person you're in a relationship with, you distance ourselves and it doesn't become a very strong, the bonds of that relationship will fray and just soon break away without that trust. Without trust, you'll live a life defensively, as a matter of fact, because no one will trust you and you will not trust them since they don't trust you, because you're not emulating a trustworthy, integral character. Um, when we live defensively, of course we all know this, when we live defensively, it's like living behind a wall. You'll never truly feel that connection. You'll never truly um, have that sense of living and expressing life. You never can take a risk if you don't trust. You live behind a wall, never truly loving, never truly living, never truly connecting. Sometimes you'll feel lost, or we've had this happen. People will walk in the room, I feel lost, I feel misunderstood, or maybe they believe that they're a victim of circumstances. We can connect this directly to the idea of integrity. Again, integrity is the cornerstone of trust. It's one of the reasons why we trust people, because somebody has integrity. So it's a good topic to have, and there's many books about it. But I just wanted to bring it to our attention since we're starting the new year in 2023. Taking a look at ourselves. Self-knowledge is self-awareness, examining myself, evaluating myself. Where do I stand on my integrity? Questions to ask yourself. Am I integral at all times? Where is it that I let my integrity slide? Sometimes we're apt to keep our word with others, but when it comes to keeping word with myself, I'm not so much. Again, I said the snooze. So it's a good thing to think about. Again, a fresh perspective of ourselves. And if we discover that there are areas in our lives that we are not very integral, that we tend to tell white lies. If we didn't get the report done, we'll blame it on the internet, or, because so many people are working remotely now, we could say, oh, the server went down, or the VPN kicked me out. So where are you not having integrity? What area are you lacking in integrity, and what can you commit to improving? Again, these are answers that only you can come up with, but I would suggest that you spend some time this weekend maybe thinking about integrity, even today, just thinking about integrity, and see how integral you are throughout your day. Are you doing what you say and meaning what you do? All of those come into play. I think I said that backwards. And do what you say and say what you mean. That's what it was. Excuse me. So thank you for joining me this morning. I appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I look forward to talking to you on Monday. We are going to talk about, on Monday on our Insight, we are going to talk about reviewing our day and the value it has at the end of the day to take some time and review our day. So with that, I will wish you adieu, and I will see you on the other side of Zoom. Bye now.